Welcome, everybody, to Cup with Gup, PGA deep dive and final thoughts for the Players Championship here on a beautiful Wednesday around lunchtime, squeezing this in while I take a little break. Big day, big week ahead. A lot of talk on the weather. We'll get to that here shortly. It's kind of dominating the scene right now, but I don't think it needs to as much as maybe what others are kind of go back to the perception versus reality type thing we've talked about over the last few weeks. We'll get to all that real quick. This will be 15 minutes or less. You know, you guys want to get filled up. Then Kenny, Kim, and I will be back tonight for E9 with the premium members. We'll go in depth as long as you guys are there and want to go ask questions and keep rolling. I think it'll be a great one. Looking forward to the week. Hopefully the storms don't cause too many delays and we get a fairly won't be clean. It's going to be wet and definitely some of that stuff, but no interruptions is probably the best, so we just, the big delays start throwing things off even more. If you want to join us right now, Cup gets you 20% off, includes a 7-day risk-free trial. We got UFC this weekend. NASCAR is picking up steam as they're, I think, week 3 now. Everybody's still trying to figure out those new cars. Definitely a learning lesson for many. I'm still trying to learn the whole NASCAR deal in general. So I know Ryan and them, not frustrated, but it's definitely, just changes things when you completely change, it'd be like changing the football or making the golf ball smaller, bigger, firm, whatever, that would change things when you're looking at all the type of things you've been used to looking at. So I can certainly understand that, but they've still been doing well. Still been cashing. UFC's been cashing. Their betting deal, the podcast they got going has been doing well. Give that a check out as well. Normally drops, I think Thursday mornings is when they've been dropping it on the same network. So just pick it up there. We got TPC this week, then Valspar WGC Match Play, where I feel we have a huge advantage over most, especially with the Green Machine optimizer that keeps you from making mistakes that others make when it comes to pods and seeds and all that kind of stuff. We'll get into more of that week. Then Valero, and then finally the Masters. So we are this week plus 4 more away from the Masters, which will be awesome. Let's get the listener league filled up. It was well over 80% when I came on. So let's knock that out. Let's get it filled up before Kenny and I go on E9. I'd like to be able to push more as we get towards the Masters. Flat payouts, limited rate, 3 max as usual. Rate and review us on iTunes. That'll get you into drawings, especially the next big one, which will be for the Masters. If you can't remember or don't remember when you did, just go do it real quick. I keep them all, so it'll throw it back in there. No worries on that. That definitely helps us out a lot. Subscribe and like the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and like this video, please. That gets you in as well. And then leave a comment. Tell me who's your favorite play in the 8K range, which I think will be one of the more popular ranges this week. Tell me your favorite play there. All of that stuff, iTunes, YouTube, leaving comments, free to do, get you into the Masters drawing. More details on that probably next week. I'm going to work on finalizing all this once we get this week locked, be able to roll that out. A lot going on this week, so didn't get it all finalized as you could expect with the big week for the TPC. Underdog, link is in the description. They will have their golf product out before, it'll be sometime up into the Masters. I don't know if they'll do it the week before, but definitely they want to roll out their new product for golf. If you want to join now, you can start looking at best ball drafts. They have ones in there now. I know people are doing them in the GC Warrior Room, our Slack channel. GUP gets you a free $100, dollar for dollar match up to $100. Link is in the description as well. What you all are here for, the deep dive and final thoughts, weather and course. So I think the biggest deal right now that we need to watch for is there's storms coming in later today into the evening, even potential, I think, tornado watches, stuff like that. If these storms linger into the morning, we could see some lightning that would cause some delay in the morning. I don't expect a ton. There'll be a good amount of rain, but it'll be coming throughout the evening that it's not going to come all dump on it where we'll see a delay because of just the rain. Now, lightning obviously would always cause a delay. Outside of that, I think it's going to be sporadic lightning Thursday and Friday, if any, maybe even more Saturday morning. But what we're really focusing on is, do we want to work under the assumption that they get the first 36 holes in by Friday or not? Reason being, Saturday morning is going to be the worst conditions, not only this week, but maybe all year. It's going to be tough. Wind gust 35, 40. Wind's going to be changing going into the north. Temperatures are going to be cooling down. Saturday is going to be a brutal day. So I think the perception will be go PM AM, so you have a good feeling that your guys are going to get their round 2 in. But I'm working under the assumption right now, and this could change later on when we get to E9 and all that, and as I wrap up my final thoughts, that they're going to get all their 36 holes in. Or I'd say 95% of the players get 36 holes in by Friday. Now, what that inversely does is it could allow for you to do an AM-PM stack just because of so many people are flocking to that PM-AM, and naturally is going to give you ownership leverages. Some of that's anecdotal, we don't know, but I do think more people are thinking PM-AM, and I just don't see it right now. If we knew for a fact that all 36 holes are getting in Friday, I don't think there's any wave advantage Thursday and Friday. I think they're very similar days. The winds really aren't going to be that tough. I think guys will be able to score. It's going to be probably 95% sure it's going to be lift, clean in place. It's going to be wet, but it's going to be sporadic rain, light rain coming. The course will be able to absorb it. It's not going to come and dump 4 inches, Thursday morning or something. There are going to be more heavier spots, but throughout the 36 holes Thursday and Friday, it's going to be about the same playing conditions for all parties as it sits right now. So where I start to look about leverage, and we'll talk about this on E9, is if we have a PMA and PMA and PMA, I'll still play who I want to play wherever, because I still feel if you told me today, I guarantee you're getting all 36 holes in, I don't see a wave advantage at all. The only wave advantage, in my opinion, is going to be if, say 25% or 50% of that PM Friday wave have to finish Saturday. It's not going to be ideal. I just don't see that right now. It's going to really, I'd almost be building, we'll talk about this on E9, multiple ways. If you want to try to switch, if we see something later on this evening, that's kind of where I am right now. I'll go more in depth than that on E9. Saturday, like I said, it's going to be very tough. Sunday morning, not going to be the best morning for chasers. It's going to be cold. Those guys getting out early, which means they're last in the field at that point in time. They've made the cut and everything. Going to be cold. We'll be warming up after the rain leaves Saturday morning. There is no more rain really the rest of the tournament. So I think we'll get the tournament in for sure. Sunday, there won't be no Monday finish, anything like that. Trending to be the highest for me, no specific order: Berger, Morikawa, Fitzpatrick, Rahm, and Brooks. Potential sleepers, low owned. Luke List, which I never play Luke List. I'm kind of surprised. I see him that 3 to 5%. He does have success here on the Korn Ferry Tour. I think he won here. He's a guy that could be a sleeper low owned. Seamus Power, got him 2 to 4%, rating out pretty high, moved up a little bit throughout the week for me. He could be a sleeper. Bo Hostler, on a roll last 2 tournaments, nothing tremendous, but pretty solid for a guy that's going to be 6,500 and probably 2% He's a good sleeper. And then KH Lee, 2%, 3%, 6,300 bucks. Another guy that kind of is on my radar. Moving up for me since Monday, DJ, close to being a core play. I really loved his press conference today. He is going to be in that PMAM wave, so that kind of hopefully doesn't, people really jump on that. Hopefully he is, because I think he's going to be sub 10%. We all know where I feel about that. I loved him admitting that. I think he said he tested over 100 different driver setups last year, and in doing that got his bled into his iron game. Just all that kind of stuff, and just nothing was clicking. He feels good with the driver now. He says he loves these greens now compared to May. Thinks he can read them better, so he's been putting them well. He's been grinding this last couple of weeks. They've said it a few times on the deal. Hey, every time I've been at the range, I've seen DJ. I just like it. $9,800. He's moved up for me. Hovland is a guy that I told you Monday, didn't know where he was going to fall. I think he's going to be one of the lower owned in that 10K range. Certainly has moved up on the radar for me. And then Kokrak, a guy that I think he was a gut feel play Monday. 7,300, that's a peppered zone. So he's only going to be 5-6%. He's moved up quite a bit as I've gone through the deep dive and everything as well. Fade moved down. Berger, and he'll be the tough one. I'll talk about this later. He's a guy I may play, but when I play him, it'll be a super unique setup, build type deal. Probably could be one of the highest owned, if not the highest owned. So, MME type stuff, 150 max. I don't know if you can go full fade, but he's definitely moved down for me just because there's so many good options that, you can get leverage. Fitzpatrick, we kind of all knew when the pricing come out that he probably was, as long as he did farewell last week, would catch ownership, and he's going to. Probably one of the highest in the 7K range. He's 7,700. Never really a big Fitzpatrick guy, but we'll see. We'll see how that rolls. In general, move down for me. A guy like that's just not a guy I like to eat a lot of ownership on. And he's not. I don't want to say he's short off the tee, but he's not the most powerful. And so if you're not getting any rollout here, now he will probably hit some fairways, but I think that matters. That's one thing that definitely, as I get through the final ranks, looking at guys that can hit it down there, but also some accuracy. Because at rough, while it's not super tall, the one thing you kept hearing last night was thick. And so he's kind of moved down for me. And then Answer. I know the history here, but man, he's just not been playing so good. And everything, a lot of these trends that you see and everybody in the Twitter world and all that, a lot of them has been around, coming in with good form or come off a good win here or a good result here last year type of stuff. And he's got a good result, but he does not have much form coming in this at all. And he's still going to be popular. So, especially down there, he'll be less than Fitzpatrick, but at 7,600, he's going to be popular. He's a guy that's moved down for me as well. Guys, I'm staying strong on Cantley, Willie Z, and Cam Young. No surprise there. Leverage plays, pretty much no surprise here. Spieth and Usti are the 10K or the 9K, 8K leverage plays. And then Hovland, he's not going to be too less owned than the guys ahead of him, but he probably will be the lowest owned in that range. Kind of a leverage play, but I'll toss him out there. Monkey Knife Fight, link is in the description. 100% up to $100, dollar for dollar match. GUPS gets you that. My Monkey Knife Fight play of the week is a 5X more or less, and I'm going Hovland, Gooch, and Scheffler all over 16.5 birdie or better. I think the perception is going to be tough conditions, tough week. I think it's going to be similar kind of to last week where Thursday, Friday, we saw Hovland get up to 10 under and now we had 9 under, 7 unders. Now the winning score was 5. I think we see scoring Thursday and Friday, especially if ball in hand is in place, which we said 95% chance it's going to be, probably 100%. I think you see good scores Thursday and Friday. They'll come back Saturday, just kind of like last week, and then it's going to be a little bit better scoring than last week. I think 8, 9, 10, probably 9 to 11 under wins it, not 5 under like last week, because Sunday, especially the leaders, are going to get warm weather. It's going to be a little cool out of the north. It's going to be 55 instead of 80 like it's been all week, but the rain's going to be gone. The wind won't be as strong, so it'll allow for some scoring Sunday, so it comes back a little bit, and I think we get to that 10 under type number. Prize Picks, mentioned we are partnered with them last week. Link is also in the description there. It all takes you to the same page. You can click that link. Use the code GUP, G-U-P, dollar for dollar match up to $100. My Thursday play, and I will be giving these plays out every night, either on Showdown or if Samson does the Showdown article, I'll put it in my betting article. I'll probably just put it in my betting article every night to give it consistency. My first one is it returns 5 extra money. Rory under 70.5, DJ under 71, and Willie Z under 71. That's all for tomorrow. That is my Thursday Prize Pick play of the day. Get that locked in. Get yourself 5 extra money. If you want to do the flex play, which basically turns it into kind of a round robin, a little less return, but it obviously diversifies your picks if you want to do that as well. My final 5 for one and done is DJ, Rory, Cantley, Rahm. I'll give you a bonus here because I'm really splitting hairs between Willie Z and Matsu. I like both of them. I think they both could be considered for one and done. Remember, this is worth $3.6 million in one and done this week. This is you could probably, I guarantee, well, I think you can pick 3 tournaments out there that don't equal 3.6 million. So in some regards, it could be worth like hitting 3 winners all in one week. So it's huge. I would not get too cute. I would legitimately think, if you got a bullet, who do I think is going to win this? I don't care if he's chalky or not. You want to get the 3.6 million. Who cares if he's chalky? And no one's going to be too chalky because there's so much strength up here at the top that'll be spread out some. Don't forget Cup, 20% off, 7-day free trial. So you can come check out the rest of this week for free. Then if you just say you do a month package, ease into it. You're going to get all those tournaments, including the Masters in that first month after your free week's over. If you decide, hey, I love this, I'm going to get up to a year, your code stays with you. You get the upgrade with that discount as well. If in 6 days you said, this ain't my thing, and you bounce out, doesn't hurt you. No, you never get charged. So come check us out. It's going to be a great evening tonight. Jumping in now just for the free week and checking out me and Kenny on E9 is worth it in itself, especially this week. I have a lot to talk about, a lot of strategy to talk about. I personally have a lot into this week with my 6 2222 tickets. So I wouldn't want to miss E9 tonight. Looking forward to it. You guys have a blessed evening. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.